Welcome to another episode of Box Office Banter's Top 5 Thursday. I'm Rodney, and I want to go on and shout out Remy Burton for the top 5 that I am doing, the movies that deserve sequels, but unfortunately never got them. So, without further ado, my number 5. My number 5 is Kung Fu Hustle. I love Kung Fu Hustle. I love martial arts movies. I love everything about them. This movie is, if you're a martial arts fan, you'll love this movie if you haven't seen it. It's got a lot of humor in it, which is awesome. The martial arts in it is, in my opinion, I love it. I love all the martial arts scenes in it, even though some of it is kind of, you know, out there. Uh, Stephen Chow does something with his style of martial arts and his acting and everything. It keeps you intrigued. It keeps you, involved in the script. I don't know why they haven't made the second one. I don't know if Stephen Chow doesn't want to or if there just was never any plans. I would like to see the sequel or I would like to see a prequel. Either one to me, I would be extremely happy with. It wouldn't even matter. Uh, but yes, Stephen Chow's Kung Fu Hustle is on the list at number 5. Get that sequel. My number 4. Number 4 is World War Z. Did not like this movie at first. My first watch, I thought it was boring. Not really sure why, because my second watch, I fell in love. I love World War Z. Uh, the zombie aspect of it is pretty hectic. It's a little bit different than what we've seen in movies prior, and Brad Pitt's character, so what I feel like calm and collective, kind of through this experience, uh, he kills it in this. But the thing that sells me the most on World War Z is the concept, and it's a concept that I feel like can keep going. Okay, if you get sick or if you have this certain type of sickness, then the zombies will not smell you, they will not attack you, all sorts of stuff like that. That concept alone is incredible, and I think they should dive more into it. And I would love to see a sequel to World War Z. I think they need to get Brad Pitt back. Whoever else, get this done. World War Z 2, please. I know there's been talks about it. My number 3. My number 3 is Hancock. Hancock is mixed on all levels. Some people absolutely hate it. Some people absolutely love it. I fall kind of in the middle. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I like it. I enjoy watching it. Definitely a movie that I think should have a sequel or even a prequel because of the stuff you find out about how long certain characters have been around. That would be really cool to dive into. Peter Berg directing a superhero movie is a little bit different, but I think with his style of filming and Will Smith absolutely killed the role. They need a second one. They need a Hancock 2 or a prequel, and you all will make me very happy. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that can be done and dealt with in a. So yes, Hancock. My number 2. My number 2 comes in the form of my favorite superhero movie of all time, Man of Steel. I love Man of Steel so much. I think what Zack Snyder did with Henry Cavill's Superman was absolutely incredible. Now, I understand that Batman vs. Superman could be considered the sequel to Man of Steel, but I want a legitimate Man of Steel 2. I want a Henry Cavill Superman, Lone Ranger, dealing with things that he needs to deal with without any kind of Justice League members or anything like that. I just want a Man of Steel 2. Please give me a Man of Steel 2. Even though I know Zack Snyder's done with DCU after the Snyder Cut, but I think this movie, he was going somewhere with it, and I think they should let him do another one. But my number 1, here goes number 1. Alita Battle Angel. Alita Battle Angel surprised me. I couldn't, I didn't want to really watch it. I like Robert Rodriguez, but he's definitely got some misses on his record that I wasn't too fond of. But I ended up watching Alita, and I think it's a great movie. I mean, it's definitely got its problems in it, but for the most part, Alita is a very entertaining, very solid movie. And why do we not have Alita 2? This makes no sense. They've talked about it for years, but nothing ever comes to fruition with it, and it's aggravating because they left you at a cliffhanger at the end of it, and you were like, "Oh yes, this can. Oh yeah, keep it going. Let's do it. Let's get a trilogy out of this." But they haven't. They didn't, and it's upsetting. But maybe one day we will see the Alita 2 that we need to see. So, there you have it. Top 5 Thursday. Shout out Remy Burton for the top 5 this week, buddy. Appreciate that. And you all, we appreciate you all so much for listening and following and subscribing and all that. Y'all are the greatest. We love y'all. I'm out.